One moment I got in the middle to take pictures, and I remember that they just aimed this water can to me. There was nobody else, it was just me, one girl with a camera, and they were just using this water can just on this one person, and I hide behind the tree, and like for, I don't know, minute or two, they would not stop. It was just me behind the tree, and they were just aiming this to this tree. I don't know what, like, that was like shocking me, even though I was like expecting everything. Why? Like, there was just one person with a camera behind the tree, and they were still using this to the tree, and I was like trying to like save my camera and everything, and what was coming from behind. I couldn't go out, and I ended up being there in the front line without mask, without anything, and it was like first experience for me like this. When these demonstrations against Russian law started in March of last year, I stayed there for the next few days from the beginning of the demonstration till the end, every day, and I documented it. From my student years, I was always a big activist, but after a few years, I got very disappointed with the process, how it was going, and I stopped going to demonstrations because I had this big, very sad feeling that I was not actually using my voice for my worries, but my voice was used for different political parties or something. And when you hold the camera, you have different responsibility. I got this power back, you know, like I again felt that I was useful on a protest. I could still use my voice, but in a different way. I wasn't shouting, but I had my camera and I was like documenting what was happening, and maybe some things can be forgotten, but the picture stays, and I managed to document moments which have some meaning and will have some meaning in the future. This is the day when they were throwing these rubber bullets and gas from the inside of the building. Special forces, police, they were very aggressive, and they were using gas, they were using these water cans, rubber bullets, pepper spray. I was just going through, like, not thinking about anything, just needed to capture this. I was expecting everything, but every time still I was shocked. It's still very important to protest, even if this big disappointment keeps being with you. It's also emotionally very hard because these demonstrations were going for 2 months almost, and I saw people how their emotions were changing, and I saw myself. I felt how I was so hopeful, and then one day I would wake up hopeless. It's hard on as emotionally, physically. This is like the trust lowers with the people around you. When I go out in streets and I see police, I always think that one of them is not like most of them are those people who were ready to, I don't know, kill us or be very, very cruel to us. And this feels bad when you're just walking in your city and you have this feeling that some people just walking near you are just ready to be very cruel to you for just being there, standing peacefully and protesting and asking for your country to be, safe. I don't know, safe from your biggest enemy. Why I do this is because I want it to get around. I want people to learn more about my country's situation. The influence I want to get from these pictures is, I think, more interest and empathy, more understanding of what's going on in my country. To people in another part of the world and make them feel what you went through. So I'm trying to take my little part in this. I'm waiting for October, like this elections. There are many predictions what people say, which can leave you hopeless or give you some hope, but still at the end of the day, we don't know something like what happens. But I still have the feeling that the people who brought this country till this day, this very small country, living like next to this tyrant, horrible person, Putin, controlling this huge territory, having this much power, since we're still here somehow and we managed to bring our territories, like some, most of it at least, and our language and our culture still here, I think our people are gonna try to keep it for the till the end. And I just don't want to think about if we lose and if they stay, because if this happens and I have to run from the country, it's not gonna be just awful, but it's also gonna affect our mutual emotion. I think that we failed the people who brought this country till this day. But I think main fight is after results of elections. If they win, I'm sure that people will come out and hopefully just everything will stop and people will just come out in street and protest. And of course, I'm going to be there with my camera because I think it is a very crucial moment in our history, what's gonna happen. And I have to be there to document it, and I hope I'll be able to.